So I did the thing with the guy that plays with the forklift thing. It was cool. We had the interview. And it was cool. I was nervous, right? Like I don't know what I'm doing, dude. It wasn't really a whole bunch of questions about whatever experience that I had because I told him I don't know nothing, dude. You know what I did tell him? My old man, he's been a mechanic, a diesel mechanic, for like the majority of my life, man. And I didn't learn nothing. And so we kind of had a chuckle about that. I'm hoping it comes through though. You know what I mean? I just gotta wait. We did the interview and it went good, and it was just a conversation between him and I. He was a young kid, younger than me, I guess, and whatever. And hopefully they'll call me. They got a couple of interviews more to do this week, and he said that he would call me. I don't know, maybe by the end of next week. Oof. So that day, what was that? Yesterday, the day before, or something, and it was whatever. It's cool. He kind of It's a big place, man. It's big. I didn't know it was so big. It was intimidating, for sure. And whatever. And it was good. And I thought that I was gonna need to be prepared with this folder and all the certifications and all the stuff and all the things that I have, and I didn't need any of it. You know, He- there was no. They don't need a TB test. They don't. They don't care. It's not like that. It's so what I figured out is that it's some blue collar work, dude. And it was cool. I felt really good, man. And there's a lot of opportunity there. And it was more him explaining to me how things were and how they did things and what the day to day was. And he wanted to know whether or not like I was a team player. And I'm like, yeah, yeah. And I gave him examples, with the experience that I have and the things that I do as far as, behavioral health goes. And there were some similarities, and I gave him some examples of how I, work with the team. We work together, and it's whatever. And it was good. And maybe he's got a couple of interviews more to do this week, call me. And so anyway, so then I got this other place in Phoenix, and they're interested in me. They set up an interview with me on June 11th for uh, a clinical group facilitator, and it would pay well, and I meet all those qualifications, and I have experience in that, and I could do that real well, and so here's the thing. So I can do this BHT thing, right? Like I'm confident of that, dude, and I could do it well, and I could shine. So speaking of that, right? So one time, me and old Chuck, we go with this unknown named guy named Chuck, right? We go to dinner, right? And it was me and Chuck and then this other guy, and we go and we're having dinner, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what we were talking about. It was something like money, probably, and status and raises or something along those lines, right? I say, Chuck, when is it my time to shine, buddy? That's what I want, dude. I could do some stuff. I'm ready. I'm ready. And he said, you know what? I'm gonna tell you exactly what God would tell you. And I'm like, oh, here we have the voice of God Himself ready to come out of your mouth, dude. Tell me. He said, I believe that it's gonna be your time to shine when you let others shine first. Something along those lines, right? I can't remember it verbatim, dude, but I was like, oh man, he got me. He got me, And what immediately flooded into my mind was how selfish I am, right? Oh, it sucked. Like I've wanted to shine in every relationship that I've ever been in. I've wanted to shine at every job I've ever had. I've wanted to shine with my family. I've wanted to shine in everything that I do. And I always think of me and myself first, And it's different today, And I get to help. so many people out with just random things. Like I helped a guy get lined up with a car. I got to be there with him, got to be there for him. You know, I help guys, you know, in the same way that all of my team has been there for me. You know, I think it's important to always be available to somebody. And like when somebody needs a ride, I'll scoop them up. When somebody needs help with a resume, I got it. You know, I can do it. I'm a magician when it comes sometimes. So when it comes to like things like, you know, some computer stuff, this stuff, you know, and I can piece some things together. Like I've been known to help some people get jobs in certain places doing certain things. Like another lady, I just went out and I spent a couple hours with her, man. She's trying to get her fingerprint clearance card. And I'm like, check it out. This is new. This is how it works. And she's like, God, thank you so much, you know, for all the help and the direction. And she's like, I didn't understand how all this stuff works. And I'm like, I know. Most of us don't, you know, and we get freaked out. Like I can identify. I empathize, right? And it's cool. And so anyway, when Chuck said that to me, I was like, ooh, he got me right there, you know. When is it my time to shine, man? Like I'm ready to get some shit done, and that wasn't how it is. You know, like one time, this is a horrible story, dude. I thought I was gonna shine. I really did. And it's I gotta try to be brief with it, right? So this girl, you know, there was a girl and she was interested in some hockey, man. And you know what I know about hockey? It's nothing, dude. So she it kind of looked like maybe she was near being kind of single, and then so I asked her out, and so whatever, and it looked like we were gonna go out, and what I did, right, because it was her birthday, and I was like, I know, I got it, dude, I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna shine and I'm gonna do this great big thing. And I'm like, so for her birthday I spent $200 on some hockey tickets, right, out in Tucson. I'm like, hey, check it out, we're gonna go, you want to go to the hockey game with me? Because I know she's from somewhere else, right, where it's cold, and they're into hockey, and I don't know nothing about hockey, and I just want to shine, dude. I'm gonna be the guy, and yeah, let's fucking go to hockey. $200, right, on these hockey tickets. And I'm like, check it out, let's go. And so she hits me back, and she's like, I don't think I can go. I'm like, really? What's going on? She's like, well, maybe the guy that I'm kind of struggling with, maybe he wouldn't think it's a good idea for me to go out of town with another guy to a fucking hockey game. And I'm like, oh. Like, oh shit. But now I'm out $200, right? And so what was my motive right there, dude? Like, am I really getting these hockey tickets for her birthday? Or am I just trying to shine, dude? Am I trying to do these big things and this with this thing? And am I trying to look like maybe something I'm not, you know? And so it was a bad thing. I had some different motives, and I got to look at that, and that's what I was doing. So anyway, I ended up giving her the tickets. You know what I mean? I was like, here you go. I got these for you for your birthday, not for me, not for, you know what I mean? It was a tough one. I had to I had to eat some humble pie on that one, dude. And but it was good. It worked out. We can go out though. I know that. So that's the end of that story right there. That sucks.